How's it going, everyone? This is Kevin. Today I wanted to bring you along with me because I wanted to create a simple do-it-yourself slider. So I've been kind of shopping around for sliders and seeing how expensive they are, so I just kind of wanted to create an alternative here at home with the gear that I currently have and see how I can get creative with my own gear. So we're going to jump right into it. So we're gonna do 3 methods in this do-it-yourself slider alternative. That way, in case you don't have everything that I'm using, there's probably gonna be one that will help you out that you can use at home. So we're gonna try those out. First method that we're gonna be using, and it's the most simple, and you more than likely have one, and if you don't have one of these, I'm gonna be a little bit concerned. It's a towel. We're gonna be using it to be able to slide across the table a lot more, smoother in there so that we can get those nice panning shots with the camera and for our subject or with products. So we're gonna get a little bit of an example with it and see how it turns out. So as you see, the method with a towel is the most inexpensive way to do it, where you can get nice sliding panning shots with it. Obviously, the only downfall is you got to make sure that the surface is nice and smooth to be able to drag the towel across. But if you're doing like little indoor kind of shoots like this, it works perfectly. All right, so here we have the second method that probably not a lot of you will have, but if you do have a stabilizer around and maybe a skateboard or a longboard, or something with wheels that can slide, this will be a method for you. I'm gonna test it out. Basically, we have my longboard. I put a piece of wood there just to make it a little bit sturdier, but you don't really need it. I just put it there for safety. And then I have my stabilizer, and I'm just gonna do a sliding shot where my wife is gonna be hanging out with the dog over there, and it's just gonna be kind of showing a little panning shot to see how we can use this method to do a nice little slider. So here we go. So the method with the stabilizer with the longboard is pretty cool. So it makes it a lot smoother because obviously you have the wheels of the board kind of moving along, and the stabilizer stabilizes it. And if you see a little bit wobbly anyway, you can do a little bit of warp stabilizer in post. So it's not a big deal with that. So it's a pretty cool method to do for a sliding shot. The downfall is obviously it's the height limit because of the stabilizer itself. So I mean, you can build up on it to put it on something else to slide it across. So if you have something like that, obviously it makes it a lot easier. But with that said, still a pretty cool alternative. If you have a stabilizer and a board, you're saving yourself a few $100s, because I know a lot of the sliders that I've seen are like 500 plus. So not a bad method to go with. So for the last method, we're gonna be using a tripod. So we're gonna be trying like 2-in-1 kind of style, where we do one on the longboard and sliding it across, and another one with putting either a towel on the floor to help it slide, or maybe socks if that doesn't work out. But that's gonna be what we're gonna work on for the last method. So it's kind of like a hybrid of the other one. So most people have a tripod, so maybe this will help you out if you don't have a stabilizer. So we're gonna get some examples for you and test it out. So that was the method with the tripod and the longboard and doing a little panning shot. So now we're gonna try out the tripod with a towel to slide across the wooden floor. What I recommend is having wooden floor or tile. Those are the best ones to kind of slide across. Obviously in carpet, it might be a little bit harder to do that, so you might have to get more creative, or if you have the longboard, that's probably the better solution for you. So we're gonna put it to the test and see how it turns out. So the one good thing about using the tripod the last few times with the board or with a towel is that we can add more height. Like I was saying with the stabilizer, we limit ourselves with the height. So with the tripod, obviously you can set it up taller or shorter, however you want to. So that's a good thing about it, because it gives you more options to use it with. So that was the third method. Obviously, for me, my favorite method is either the first or second, just depending on what I'm using it for. So if I want to get tighter shots, like up closer, the towel on the table is a lot smoother. The second one is pretty good with the stabilizer and the longboard, just kind of sliding across. Even the tripod with the longboard is not bad at all. The towel with the tripod was a little bit kind of hard because sometimes it would get a little bit stuck on the ground, so that one can be a little bit iffy depending on your floor. So like I said, having options is the best thing to have when it comes down to filmmaking. You got to get creative and just got to make it work, as long as the final product looks great. So let me know in the comments down below which method you like best, or if you have any other methods that you've checked out before or tried out that work even better than this. I would love to hear them out to put them to the test, so let me know down below. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, share it with a friend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.